But the thing is, I think it'll be worse than that. So you're saying we need to break it for the next generation, say our children. I think it's worse. I think we've got a bigger problem now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the thing I say this with Bollywood, yeah, and this is how I use Bollywood to my advantage when I had, when I was with my kids now, yeah, because we've got this other very powerful narrative coming to try and show our kids this different ideas and ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
Bollywood was a good tool to use with your kids, I think. So a little drama or an Indian drama film going on, because what is Bollywood? Boy meets girl, they get married, live happily ever after. Not a bad ideology as a baseline programming, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because of what's coming from these other ideologies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy meets girl, live happily ever after, have kids. Not a bad thing, use it. But because of these generational issues, for example, when our parents came over, they lived in one house, they had to chip in. Mother-in-laws were in charge of the women effectively, and let's assume men were in charge of the men of the household, and it was a different time and an era.
Mm-hmm.
That was what was required and suited to that time and era, and it's those people, that culture, those families that have built, and credit to them for all the good stuff they've done as well. The mosques they've built, the schools, the education, Islam that we have is because of the work they did. So credit to that generation.
First generation.
Yeah. So you can't knock what they've done. They've achieved a hell of a lot. Now, they only know what they know, their culture, their upbringing, what it was back home in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Africa, wherever. They only know that. And even our mums, grandmas, that's what they knew. That was the accepted culture of the time. But what's happened now is mum has passed, they're concerned for their daughters now. Obviously, Asian people are generally still in touch with their culture, even though times have changed. The home dynamics have changed, the family dynamics have changed, and they should change for the better. I'm not even against that, yeah? So when people, because what it is, when we have these conversations, there'll be sisters assuming that, guess what? These guys want it like where their wife just does all the stuff at home, does all the domestics, looks after your mum and dad and all that sort of stuff, yeah? It's not like that anymore. Dynamics are not like that anymore. Times have moved on. But it's like they've come into these marriages with that preperception of, we don't want to fall into that trap. That has to have come from their mums and dads. They're controlling their narrative. So I would say if a girl and a guy, if they're mature enough together and say, listen, I know what your mum and dad like. I know what my mum and dad's like. But we need to be good together and counter this. But I think they're just battling, it's subconsciously built in, and you can't battle that. It's very difficult.